Hello everyone, my name is Zach and I am one half of this Yunky house, and I was invited by Christiana from CIRCA Old Houses to do a one-room tour of our kitchen renovation project that we've been working on for the past few months. So I'll go ahead and get started on showing you guys what we've been doing. So here we are in the living room slash kitchen. It's really all just one big open space. No bathroom unfortunately, but this is what we've got. So a little bit of history about our home. We are located in the Manayunk neighborhood of Philadelphia, which is located along the Schuylkill River in the northwest area of the city. So Manayunk had its original big boom in the early to mid 1800s as a bunch of mills, textile mills, popped up along the Schuylkill River. And most of these homes were built around that time period for the mill workers who were working in said textile mills. And you can see the old river stone here that most of these homes are made out of. Our home, the first time it appeared on a census from the research we've done with the Pennsylvania Historical Society, was 1880, and it was a man, Adam Ambler, and his wife, and 7 children. Now, our home is only around 1,600 square feet and was built pre-plumbing from the research that we've seen. So 7 children and 2 adults and 1,600 square feet, that's a lot of people in this. So my partner Hugh and myself moved into this home about 2 years ago, and it is an old home, as I've mentioned, and it was kind of semi-flipped with some modern amenities, but we've been trying to really bring out that historic character as much as we could. One of our very first projects was this bar here. Originally, all of the cabinets were whitewashed with silver hardware, and we built this kind of farmhouse pattern ourselves, or mostly Hugh did it, to be honest. And then we primed and sanded it and really wanted to give it more of a classic rustic feel. I know the farmhouse style gets kind of a lot of flack now for the Joanna Gaines shiplapy aesthetic, but Hugh did grow up in an early 1800s farmhouse in Virginia, so I know that aesthetic is really near and dear to his heart. For the paint color, we didn't want to just go with kind of the standard gray that is very popular now. We went with one that kind of has a blue tint that feels a little bit classic and hopefully somewhat timeless for us. It's the hardware we got from Pottery Barn. We tried looking at Home Depot and Lowe's and things like that, but they all felt really plastic. And these ones from Pottery Barn actually have, you know, the little scratch marks, and it feels very solid and sturdy, so we liked that. And what we just completed last week with the help of Hugh's parents was exposing the original floorboards and beams. After the flip, there was just normal drywall up here with recessed lighting. When we pulled out one of the recessed lights, we could see that one of these beams was up there, so that gave us a hint that it was still intact and really made us want to expose it. Some of the interesting things we found when we pulled down the drywall and the original plaster and slats, or I'm not sure the technical term of how they did that, but there was actually, it was either horsehair or donkey hair in the plaster, and they used that to bind it all together before there were just, you know, sheets of drywall that they could do that with. We also found this little interesting notch up here, which is kind of the old way of connecting wood pieces together. And we took out all of the original square nails that were up in here and put them in these little vials. And Hugh's mom actually found a whole article about how you can date your home with those square nails themselves, so that was pretty interesting also. And I'm actually standing on the counters now, but we're at the end of these beams where it goes under this larger covered beam and into the living room, but you can see the old markings or Roman numerals of how they differentiated these wood pieces when they would slide them together. So those are up here as well, and I think that's just super cool. And since we decided to do the track lighting, we didn't want to put, you know, drywall in between the beams that I see some people do, because the floors themselves have such a nice color and hue that we wanted to keep that exposed. But since we did this track lighting and kind of have a semi-rustic industrial look We also added in these bar lights we got from Tala, and I think they're super cool because they're all unique and somewhat sculptural, and we got them to match all of the hardware in the kitchen. Here's what they look like when they are turned on. And then last but not least, as far as decoration goes, it's all pretty functional. Obviously we have this big giant pothos that is years and years old that Hugh grew, and we moved it up here and decided to let it trail along the walls. And then, you know, all of these items on the counter look pretty cool, but we actually do use them. Hugh likes to bake, so there's some banana bread over there. But yeah, just lots of plants, lots of coffee and tea, and then we got our chicken eggs as well. And since Manayunk is situated along the Schuylkill River, the geography is a lot different out here compared to the rest of Philadelphia, which is mostly flat. And Manayunk, it's very, very hilly, not on the grid system. So you have these very hilly vistas and winding little cobblestone alleys. And this is the view at our kitchen window. And to me, it looks almost like a little English village. I love looking out the window. And we do have a little chicken coop out there as well. Hugh also built that. And then let's see if you can see some of the chickens down there. Sorry, our yard is a mess because it's, you know, still essentially winter time here. But yeah, that's pretty much our house. I appreciate everyone who made it this far watching. If you did, congrats. If you didn't, I don't blame you, to be honest. But if you did enjoy, please follow us at This Yunky House. We do a lot of DIY projects and show you stuff with our chickens and our other pets. So thank you again to Christiana and CIRCA Old Houses. We had a great time.